Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name is Spellslinger. Please hit that subscribe button if you are new, on the road to 1,000 subscribers. But all I can say right now is no sooner than October 1st. No. It did not end up going that way. I was really hoping that I would be able to put out an official prediction video, because the video that I put out about a week ago was the discussion about specific cards that were circulating around and people were talking about, but I didn't actually get to make an official prediction video, which kind of sucks, and I'm pretty upset about that if I'm being honest. So I guess for next time I'll just have to do it like a month in advance, which is stupid, because I do like these. I do like making these types of videos where it's just off the cuff and kind of off the top of my head and just kind of talking into the mic and with you guys about this stuff. So I'm pretty upset that I didn't get to make an official prediction video, but it's okay. I just now I know for next time that I'll have to make it a little bit sooner than I thought, because apparently no sooner than doesn't mean shit anymore. Unfortunately, I was not able to record a live reaction as I was at work when the ban list dropped, but I do want to bring you my kind of just impressions and opinions on this kind of lackluster list that we got. I feel like there were definitely some omitted cards that probably should have been on there, and some interesting hits for this list. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So banned cards, we have Zodiac Barrage. I don't think that anyone was wanting Barrage to get hit. There are a lot of pieces of the Tri-Brigade Zodiac deck that probably could have been hit, but I don't think that anyone was wanting Barrage. I don't think that Barrage was the problem for this. It's just interesting. Not a whole lot to say. I don't really think that people wanted it, but we will move on. Limited, we have Eva. In my initial discussion video that I put out, I had Eva being banned, and I still think that probably would have been a good hit, but Eva going to 1 definitely hits it forces the Drytron players to make a decision on whether they want to get combo pieces or they want to get just more fodder for negates. So definitely an interesting one to put Eva at 1. I think that it probably should have been banned, but it is what it is. So we'll see how this affects Drytron going into the future. Next up, we have Meow Meow Moo, Prank Kids. Yeah, it was either going to be this or the Dodo Doodle Doo. I had in my discussion video that Dodo Doodle Doo was probably going to be the one that got hit, but it ended up being this one. Pac was the original one that said that Dodo Doodle Doo should probably get hit. And he had a good explanation in his video discussing why that the Doodle Doo should be hit over the Meow Moo. But again, it's kind of just at this point we shall see how it affects everything, and we'll go from there. Fire Formation Tenki being limited. It was either this or the Fractal, or the big limit that's missing here, the revolts, that's not here. But the way that I look at it is that the Rhoda's at 1, and any in archetype or any just typing searcher, Rhoda's at 1. Tenki should probably be at 1. Anything that searches a specific type of monster from deck to hand should probably be at 1. So I agree with this hit in that way specifically, but Konami definitely made hits to the Tri-Brigade Zoo deck, but didn't hit the Tri-Brigade portion of it, which is interesting. So definitely consistency hits, but Fractal's still at 3, Revolt's still at 3, and those weren't touched at all. They're still everything about that is still unlimited. So I'm interested to see how the top decks will shuffle around. All right, then we go into the semi-limits. We have Danger Nessie. That's pretty cool. I play a couple decks that involve Dangers, and that's going to be pretty cool to throw an extra copy of Nessie in there, so I'm excited about that. Then we have Malicious didn't get hit. that's a conversation for another time. But after that, we have Skulkerbat going from 1 to 2. That's fine. Skulkerbat can come back to 3, and that wouldn't even be a problem. The interesting hit on the list, and the most kind of out there that no one was predicting, was that Emergency Teleport went from 1 to 2. That's interesting. It gives I think it's Virtual World a little bit of a buff, and there are a couple extra decks or a couple extra archetypes that could probably use a boost that Emergency Teleport provides. So that's pretty cool to see as well. And those were the 3 that were the new additions to the semi-limited list. And then the last one, Unlimited Double Iris Magician, from 2 to 3. That one could have come from from 1 to 3, no problem, and that wouldn't have been an issue at all. But yeah, overall, this list is interesting. There weren't a ton of hits. Cards that were omitted that probably should have been on here in some way, shape, or form. Some sort of thing for the dogmatic, Nadir's Servant, or Winda, Schism, something like that. There were no hits to that deck at all. Alistair's still running free. The Invoked Engine is unhit. Imperial Order is still Imperial Order didn't get banned. Revolt didn't get banned or limited or hit or anything like that. The Dragoon package is still running rampant, and actually now I looked at like on TCG Player a little bit ago, and Dragoon was sitting at about $120 a copy, which is insane. Also, Verte was sitting at about $80. So if you want to run the Dragoon package, you're looking at about $200 out of pocket. So just something to keep in mind for that if you're wanting to play it. So you might want to get your copies sooner rather than later, as we have a couple more months until any sort of list comes out. But, no sooner than October 1st, and this one is no earlier than January 17th. So with as nebulous as Konami is with the list already, for them to just drop the list before the coveted no sooner than, no earlier than date is kind of out of left field. I know that they did that for the last list just because there was the extravaganza, or the YCS, or the remote duel thing, and they wanted to get the new format set before the event took place. But it was really surprising to see the new list come out before the date, even though there's nothing going on. There's no product releases going on right now. The only thing that I can imagine them wanting to get a new list in before is the tins, because there may have been a conflict with some things that they wanted to hit or not, and them releasing the new list before the tins come out may have had something to do with that. And maybe they were thinking that they needed to hit Revolt or Schism, or a lot of the higher priced cards that may or may not have needed to be hit, but kind of did need to be hit in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know. All I really know is that there are a lot of omissions from this list that needed to be on there, and there are things on this list that don't really make a whole lot of sense. Things being like the Barrage and the Avida 1 and stuff like that. They kind of head scratching to me, to be completely honest. But we'll see how the new format shapes up, and we will go from there. Let me know what you think of the new ban list. Do you think it was a good list, or do you think that there should have been other hits, or do you think that there should have been hits on the list that should not be there? But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what you all think, and please hit the subscribe button, like I said, on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. No sooner than October 1st.